There we go. Lost my screen, 1 second. There we go. So, and if you don't have it yet, I know I've shared with some of you, but just let me know. I have a couple different like guest party trackers that are helpful to track like your rock star guests and your bookings, your orders, the ones that are recruit leads, and the prizes that you give out, and also the ones that you can follow up with for your customer care. That's very helpful. I have a couple different ones that other people have shared with me, and I'm happy to share them with you as well. So just let me know. So running multiple parties at once is crucial for success and a successful business from the beginning. Just think of our every 4 add 1 more philosophy. And also another reason why it's good to do that is because one party will drop, meaning the host maybe doesn't invite enough people, maybe the date is no longer good for her, or she gets sick. So one drops, one will flop, meaning maybe the party will hit 200. Your host didn't follow your instructions for a good party, or she has frugal friends and they really don't spend a lot. And this happens to us at every level. I know the last couple of weeks, I'm like, what's going on with my parties? They haven't been too good, but it happens. Like, it's just a statistic and it's something that we expect. So that's another reason why like running 4 parties a week is really helpful, because it helps you to earn more rewards faster, especially as a new consultant. And then 2 will pop, meaning like 2 will be, you will have excited hosts. Like I had a couple, just an example, and I'm sure some of you can relate. I'm like, when's the party gonna start? I'm telling my friends, and I've had like this many people say that they're excited and want to join. And then, so let's say, for example, if you're running 4 parties a week, and that's just an example, it's not like tried and true, that one hits 200, one doesn't have any sales, and then you have 2 parties about $600. So if you're doing 4 parties a week, that's $1,400, and you're going to earn that monthly promotion, and you're going to earn the level 1 new spring products. And so that's just an example, and it won't hurt your feelings nearly as much if you if you do like 1 party your first week and it doesn't go very well, and then you might get a little discouraged and it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But where if you running, like I was taught, I think it was Lori actually that gave me this idea. This was back like when I was doing more cooking parties, but just an example, think of an airplane. If an airplane's gonna have like more momentum when it like gets a strong start going off the runway, and also we become more comfortable with our business. Now I know each of us have different goals, and maybe you're just make a little extra money, but that's like one that we're taught like with Dash training, and one that we encourage just for those various reasons, because of the will pop, 2 will be good, meaning that 2 will be good, and then 1 will flop and 1 will drop. So the first thing I want to show you is the easiest way to set up a Facebook group. And that is, you go to your home page. If you're not sure where to find that, you go, and I'm on my laptop. It is slightly different on your phone. So if you're on your phone, you would go to your Facebook app and just hit home, and that takes you to here. You can click on your personal profile, and then you're going to go to the plus sign and hit create. And if I'm going just too fast, just let me know. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong thing. So you're going to click create and click on create group. There's another way to set up a group, but which is how I initially started creating them. But I realized someone showed me that this is less steps doing it this way. So like this week, I'm been calling them happy holiday and gift ideas. Online pampered chef party. And one thing I like to do just as a little trick, especially if you're running multiple parties at once. Somebody asked me where I get these. I go to getemoji.com if you want to write that down. And this week I'm using pies because the holidays coming up and that's just something fun. So in the search bar, you can type in pie and you can't see the picture here, but it does come up when you put it on a party. And then you hit copy. This just helps to keep your parties organized from week to week. This was a tip I learned last year, I think. So once I hit copy, then I hit put it in the title. And then for privacy, you usually almost always want to choose private because otherwise you will get some goofy people wanting to join your party. You don't have to invite any friends yet. I usually invite like my secondary account just so I have somebody in there. And then you click create. And then the next thing I do is I add a cover photo for that. There's a couple of things you can do. You can choose like from the multiple, I think this topic question came up, Jane or someone had this question a few days ago in our group chat, but there's a ton of images and marketing imagery to choose from. And I have several downloaded, but one I'm using right now that I like is a holiday one of the holiday gift pairs. And it's a good idea too to change your banner each day because that notifies the guest in the party that something's changed with the party and they're more likely to check it out. And then you can also add, this is a topic that Dawn's going to be talking about on Monday through our pop-up training. You can add like the host party link in the banner. Whoops. And then like you could also put like last day to order in the cover photo or just change the banner daily. I like to put in there like what the agenda is for the day so people see that. I've gotten some comments that people really like that. So they know like the topics, and it also allows me to change the banner each day. And then for the description, basically use the same description for each party. Oops, I got ahead of myself. So you go down here to group settings. And then, whoops, the description's up here. Name and description. You click on the pencil. And then I'm going to go to one of my parties that I just set up the other day. And this is literally what I do when I set up a new party. I go to one of my other parties and copy that description. And I would encourage you until you get into your own habit and use your own wording, like to use something similar like this. This thing gets in my way. And then you just copy that, put over the new party and just change the host names and the party link. You don't have to do tickets. I like to do that because it gets the guests participating. And I honestly don't count the tickets. They get more points like when they order, if they book a party, ask questions about the business, and the most interactive ones. And then I would click save. The next thing I do is you want to link this to and share, which I'm going to Go down here to the bottom and click on manage advanced settings. Now, I just was on the, I clicked on the group settings again. And linked pages, you're gonna link it to your business page. So the first one that pops up there, you would link it. And next thing that comes up is we've linked the business page. That's important for using a scheduling service. And hold on, I need to decrease this a little bit. Should be, I think this is in the way. Let me see. Yep. So the bottom line that comes up is apps that you can choose from. You're going to click on add apps. And then just type in Cinch. And click add. So now our party can be used in Cinch Share. And I'm going to show you tonight how to, somebody have a question? Yeah, if you're not talking, if you could please, let me see if I can mute you. Mute all participants. Just so everyone can hear well. So let's see, to create a post, I'm going to show you how to like attach a recipe or a blog link. And I'm going to also show you how to create a post with a picture. So let me go back to the beginning here. And Cinch Share is free for 30 days if you use the code CS free. And it's really worth it when you're running multiple parties at a time. I know a couple of you have said, oh my gosh, to run 4 parties a week, I don't know if I could do that. But Lori and I were talking the other day. I know like if I was using just Facebook Scheduler, it does take a lot more time versus I'll show you here how you can like post to several parties at once and it'll just take like maybe 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to re-log in and I'm going to show you on the bottom here in Cinch Share where there is some excellent tutorials. So let me show you that first. I guess it's under user guide. Oh, and their support system is very helpful. Like if you ever have a question or you can't find anything, they'll get back to you in the same day on like Facebook usually. You know, message them with a question and it doesn't always hear back. But and then there's videos here on the bottom. Where I would start is getting started, to spend like maybe 20 or 30 minutes checking this over. But I'm going to show you the basics tonight. And then if you have additional questions, just let me know. Happy to help. Or if you need like a one-on-one Zoom, we could do that as well. So this is a good place to start. Again, the code is CS free to get a free 30-day trial. And after that, it's just $9.99 a month, and it's a huge time saver. So let me log in to mine. I'll create a basic post. Let me see. Join us for holiday fun. I'm not going to add any like recipe links or anything yet. And then I usually have a picture. So to add a picture, you just click on the thing that looks like a camera, hit upload, and then I like that. So I'll post that picture. And you would upload it. Oh, no, I clicked on the wrong thing. So this post went right here. Okay, that's weird. I don't know where it went. Okay, let's try this again. And then if you wanted to add another photo, you could add like just an example. And you can add up to 10 photos, I think. Oh, and then you would click update post. I didn't click on the bottom. That was the problem. But I like here, oops, let me click on that again. If you want to add in a recipe, like a link to a recipe, one that I've been using, I have a picture of a smoothie there. So see if I can find it. I'm just going to use an example here. So maybe I would normally use one from our website, but if you want to like put the link right into the picture, I like how you can do this here a lot easier than you can on Facebook versus clicking through a lot of different pictures to attach the link. Again, it just saves a few minutes. And then I would click update post, and then how you would link it, or I mean, I'm sorry, add it to your party. I'm going to go to Peggy's party. So Peggy's party, and then you can schedule what time you want to schedule it. So I'm going to click schedule post. Whoops. The times are up here. So let's say 9 o'clock. And you just can schedule a whole day's worth of posts, or some people like to do a whole week's worth at a time. If you like to do that and have it all ready to go. So I'm going to schedule the post, and then you'll see it'll show up on the right. Now let me show you how you would add that to another party. So here you can click on manage post. It looks like a little note board with a check mark. I'm going to see a lot here. Well, maybe not, because it's 2 hours before my post done for the night. So I'm going to click on, whoops. I'm going to click on this here where you see a square, and then to add to multiple parties, put what this is going to become something that you really like is batch post. And then you can add it to multiple parties at once if you want. Like, let's go to Delilah's and Nikki's. Can you mute, please, if you're not talking? Everybody can hear. And then you can schedule it for whatever time you want to schedule it for. And then you would schedule it, and it just takes a couple seconds, just like that. And I'm going to delete these so they don't actually post in my party. Then I'm going to show you how you would do one with a recipe attached. So one that I've been using lately is the mushroom stew one, because it showcases our Dutch oven. Get out of here. Okay. And this works the same for blogs, like one of our blog posts. And then you just paste the recipe link, and then you click this little thing that looks like a chain. And just like that, the recipe is going to come up and you can schedule the posts. Now you can schedule this like 5 minutes apart or whatever interval you want. I usually do like schedule every few hours. And then you would choose what party you wanted to post to. And then hit schedule post and it schedules it with that recipe. Does that make sense? And anyone have a question on that? And that's how like scheduling.
I just
ahead.
sent you a question in chat. I don't know if you got it.
Not for the last few minutes. Let me see. It does work for some videos. Yes. Let me see. I know there's one with the Flex Plus that I've have used. Oh, here's an example too. Let me go to the saved folder. I don't know if I have that one in there yet or not. Go to the November one. It is easier, I think, with videos than using Facebook. Yeah, like here's an example with a spiralizer. So let me just click on that and schedule. It's a multi-photo. And then you can schedule that. Or you could save this to make it on. You can save it if you want to create your own outline. But it does work with videos, yes. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these posts so they don't show up in the parties. Any other questions on that, on scheduling? For the basics of SimShare? There's really a lot you can do with it. There's one more thing I want to show you I just thought of. There's a lot of games in here that we can use in the content library. Okay, I think I got all of them. So up here, if you click on content library, there's engagement graphics. And for example, type in fall. This is one I was using for a while. I haven't been using it as much lately. What do you love most about the fall season? There's one in here for pumpkin spice. It gets a lot of comments. I've been doing that in my pre-party. But I like how there's several, whoops. Well, I thought it was in here. I know I found it in here originally and I saved it. Let me see. Or you could use this one about bonfires. Because people right now say one thing that people are telling me they really like about fall is bonfire season. I did this one for a while and it got some good interaction. I will tell you, you may have heard me say this and I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but for games in the parties, I usually post, I'll save like this image And then I usually post it in the party using Facebook Scheduler as my personal profile. That way I can tag the guests in the party. I have found that it gets a lot more interaction that way versus if you post the games as your business page. Let me show you how you would switch back and forth between your business page and your personal profile. So in your group on Facebook, back to Facebook, you're going to click on your business page. And if you wanted to post as yourself, you would just like go to your personal profile and do that. But usually we want to post as our business page to keep us out of Facebook trouble. And that also makes it easier with SendShare. I was finding, I think it was earlier this year, I had started posting some posts in SendShare under my personal profile, and I found that some of them didn't go through. When I was fine though, posting them from SendShare under my business page. That makes a big difference. Any questions here on SendShare? I'm just looking at my notes. Oh, and it's a good idea too, to start and end your parties on the same day all the time, whatever works for your schedule. I like to start them on Fridays and end on, well, Friday to Friday. I do like the last day on Saturday, and I keep it open through the weekend for the host to collect additional orders. And you will find, especially like with football games, like birthday parties, weekends are busy for people. Maybe they're away for the weekend. I find that almost always I get orders on Monday when people be interested, but time got away from them with those final reminders. Yeah, right now I will share it in the group chat in the morning. Jane asked about the party outline. I'm kind of doing day by day. I'm still working on November's, but I will send you what I have so far. And that way you can use it. And if you're in one of my parties, I'm using that one for all month. I know Sue and I were having this conversation this morning. She asked me the question if that's my November outline, and it is. I know a few of you are in a couple of my parties. If you want to be added to one, just let me know. So yeah, it's easier too when we use the marketing imagery. Just in case anybody's listening to the recording and is not aware of this yet. We're going to go to the consultants corner. And on the left-hand side, you're going to click on marketing imagery. And then, like I was saying, just hit in holiday cover. And this is the one that I'm using right now, but I also like this. And I don't know if you knew, there's one more thing I want to show you. With your party setup, you can change what the guests see in their, when they go to host party link, what image they see. So it's not like a generic one. So I'm going to click on one of mine. Let me see. This is one I'm going to be starting tomorrow. And I always change the name from Pampered Chef Party to something original and fun, just to make it more fun for the people checking out the party link and the host and her friends. So I haven't really done this one yet, but instead of this image that shows up here, you can change that and hit replace and choose a fun holiday one. It's nice because they have all these images here for us and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've like using this one right now because it shows the holiday baking set as well as the quick cooker, which is on sale, and the air fryer, which is like a hot item. So that's one I like using right now. Just wanted to show you that. Again, host coaching is a must for your parties to ensure success, and you can host coach in groups or send private messages to connect and touch base with them. but it doesn't matter how you coach it, just as long as you're sending your host something each day. So that helps them see that we're communicating with them and we want them to have the best outcome too. And we'll talk about host coaching next week, but let me stop. I hope that helps some. I've recorded this. So I'm happy to share the recording if you would like it. And let me just jot this down. But yes, it is. Sue asked a good question. It is, we are able to share outlines on SendShare, which I have on some, and I will do share in the group chat tomorrow what I have so far. And I'll work on it more later tonight too. Appreciate you all for your time tonight in coming. Any other questions? Those are all great questions. If not, I think that's about it. There is one thing though. I don't know if you were on last night's call on last night, Tuesday Q&A, but this was something that Dawn had shared with me and Lori a couple days ago, and I have saved it. I'm gonna share it in our team page tomorrow. A group of leaders made some holiday videos that we can use in our VIP groups and in our parties for selling the season, because they said they know that some of us aren't comfortable with making our own holiday videos, but I have saved them all. They made quite a few, and I'm gonna also be sharing one of those each day over the next few days. So I'm gonna start doing that tomorrow because we know that it is almost the holiday season already. But thank you all so much for being on. Really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.